Hi Taurus, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your second half of November general read. It's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the 15th through the end of the month, which would also cover Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate it. Remember, Taurus is a general read, so take whatever messages resonate and leave the rest, okay? I have two decks here. This one is going to cover what's going on around you in your world, and the bottom row, because it's going to be two rows, bottom row is going to be what's going on inside you, okay? This is a new deck. Just put that out there. This is the Mystical Manga Tarot by Rann and Barbara Moore. Okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your world, Taurus, should we? What is going on in Taurus's world? What's going on around Taurus at this time? Strength? What do you need strength for? What are you worried about here with the Nine of Swords? What's going on? Healing. A wish. Okay. We got a guy in bed here, and so I'm getting two cards of healing, one card of strength. A wish come true. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands. Okay. Let me go ahead and push these up a little bit because I want to get the second row in here. What's going on in Taurus's mindset? Okay. Okay, we got a lot of swords there. Seven of Swords. A new beginning. Okay. And the Lovers is on your mind. Sorry about that. So what's going on around you? Well, with the Seven of Wands here, it speaks to me about having to hold your ground. Standing your ground. Here we got a guy who stands far above the rest. So, I mean, it's not like you're needing to worry, but this is a card of needing to stick up for yourself. Underneath judgment or over judgment, it speaks to a situation that's reoccurring. Okay. So it's a cyclical pattern. Could be within you or within a situation in a relationship, because here we got a man and a woman. Very prevalent, and I'm drawn to the heart here. So for some of you, you're having conflicts within a cyclical situation. Could have to do with somebody who you thought was out of your life, but who has returned. Or somebody you've been with since childhood, or known since childhood. Could be, if it's not that these lessons have been going on for some time. They come and go, but they're cyclical, and they keep returning. Here's the return again. And I think you're wanting a new start here. Okay. Feeling awful independent, surrounded by abundance, and here I'm drawn to the cornucopia. So for some of you, you're well taken care of right now. You're feeling good and abundant. For some of you, you want a new start that's more solid and grounded. You want to connect with nature, or nature might be important for you in getting grounded. With this Nine of Pentacles here, it does suggest that you're working on something. So I really feel like these could be situations that are conflictual within yourself or outside of yourself, okay? And possibly even in a love relationship, especially since I have the Lovers in your mental sphere, okay? So we could have ongoing issues going there that are causing you some problems. I do feel like you want a new start. And you're going to take steps towards that new start that brings you more stability, possibly even within that relationship. If it is within the relationship, it could be asking for more commitment, and you're not sure that you want that with the Four Cups. So for some Taurus, you're in a relationship where you're struggling to determine if you want to stay or go or deepen it. And this has been going on for some time within you. And what brings it all up is there's a situation, a conflict, or a disagreement where you're going to have to defend yourself and speak your mind and stand up for what you truly believe in. Do keep the faith and know things will work out. This is a 7 after all. 7 is all about keeping the faith. So you're given the strength at this time, which is Leo energy. So for some of you, you could have Leo in your chart, or whomever you're dealing with may have Leo in theirs. But it's a card that suggests that you're going to be given more strength than you would normally have, or you're stronger than you realize, is another message. You're being divinely guided. This is Archangel Ariel. And she's guiding you through, or he's guiding you through, whatever situation you're in. But it's about being strong, and it's about successfully working through your own fears. We got an 8 here on this card. And here we got a 9. 8s are success, so successfully being strong enough to work through something. And here is a card of anxiety and depression and overthinking. Here I'm even drawn to the monster in the background. There is a face with teeth behind him. But the point of the 9 of Swords is that these are fears that you're dwelling on, that you have no proof that they even exist. This is a card of over-analysis paralysis. So what are you thinking, overthinking too much? What are you scared about? Where do you feel stuck? See, I'm drawn to, on the quilt, the ram, which is Arian. And for me, rams indicate stubborn. What are you stubbornly holding on to here that's frightening you? There's a need to let go and balance, because the next I see are scales, which is Libra energy. What do you need to let go of, Taurus, now, so you can move forward and heal? Because the star is all about getting balanced and healing. It's an opportunity to heal, to renew, to gain spiritual guidance. Okay? This is also a wish coming true. So for some of you, it will be. But it's a card of letting your intuition guide you. It's also a card to let your spirit guides and higher power guide you. We have a young lady in the moonlight pouring water into a pool. The lotus is all about enlightenment. And here she sits naked in her authenticity. I'm drawn to the 3 stars above her head, which is the 3 and indicates, for me, collaborating with others, so relationships. And then I'm seeing 2 extra stars here, 5, which is changes in a relationship. Here's 3 stars down here too, but then the 2 on the side. So I definitely feel like there are changes in a relationship that you could have some fears on that need healing. This could be also a relationship with your higher self. Keep that in mind. So for some Tauruses, if you're single and you don't plan on having a person, don't have a person, don't want a person, this is actually discussing your connection to your higher self. You could be having some trouble and have some lessons that you're going to have to, that are repeating. For some of you, a new start. There's going to be a new start where you're more independent. Because the way I'm seeing this is there's a disagreement. This is with a person. These are situations that keep returning. And then there's a new start where you're more independent, you're more assertive. And it's more emotionally fulfilling. More stable. But you're at a point of not knowing what to do. You're not sure whether or not you want to stay or go or purge. Mentally, you've definitely got love on your mind. We've got lovers here, and then the 5 of Pentacles here. So you could be thinking about parting with a loved one at this time. For some of you. Okay? Because the 5 of Pentacles does indicate separation or alienation. So you don't have to be leaving them permanently, but you could feel separated from them now due to some argument or disagreement, which is indicated here because it's cyclical. There's an argument that's cyclical. And there's growth needed here. You've got fears that need healing in the relationship and within yourself. So here they are. It's on your mind. You're thinking about this loved one. You're thinking about, you want the solidity, but you feel separated from. And maybe from your special person. And maybe you want to work this out with the 7 of Wands. But again, this card is just this card. So what's this saying is, with a loved one, you feel separated due to a disagreement where you had to stick up for yourself. And there's going to be, that's the end of that situation with the World card. Okay, so now you're looking to what you need to do next. What do you need to mend so you can improve the situation here with the 7 of Pentacles within the partnership? But you've got fears, okay, and a decision to make and work to do. And the answers are all going to be from within you, within your higher power. Okay, so it's an uncomfortable situation in the moment. That's where your mind's at. That's where you're thinking. And that came much more easily to me than pulling on here. So I can tell you're in your head a lot, which is explained right here. I can tell you're not really verbalizing a whole bunch at this moment. You're keeping most of it inside. Now, the Lovers can indicate, again, your partnership with your higher self. So if you are single, do rest assured this doesn't have to mean another person. This can indicate your relationship with your higher self where you've been struggling with lessons that have been repeating themselves, and you have to learn them and grow from them in order to move forward. This is a movement card from your fears, but you have to make that decision and do the work. Find the answers within yourself and work through and walk through this uncomfortable situation. That's what's on your mind. So we have the Ace of Cups. So again, this is a card of healing, abundance, new love, a new start. And you're thinking about a new start where you're strong. So you want a strong new start in some aspect of your life. You're looking at, with the Seven of Swords, this is my hope card, because there's a light at the end of that tunnel. But you're in the tunnel still. And this is in terms of your fears. So you're needing to keep the faith now with regards to a situation that seems fearful or makes you feel fearful. Rest assured that these fears need healing, and you have to work through those fears in order to get to the healing. Ask for guidance to bring forth the healing and removal of these fears, because you're definitely thinking of a new start. You want to fix something that's broken, or that you feel is broken, that maybe you even fear is broken. But you want a new beginning. This is the Fool card again coming out. And the Fool card just says, I want a new beginning. And when it's below the Star card, this could be a new beginning where there's healing and mending. This could be within yourself or within a relationship that you fear has fallen off the tracks. For some of you, you'll want to stay. For others of you, you'll want to go. The Judgment card can indicate second chances. So, definitely might have second chances within a relationship. So you have a new start where you're feeling pretty abundant, cared for, happy. You've put in a lot of hard work to get here. There could be loving communications that will help mend the way, give you more solidity. The thing is you're not sure. You're not sure you want to go there. And with the King of Swords here, it speaks to me about being divinely guided by Archangel Michael. Getting good counsel, but also purging away what no longer serves you. And he looks like he's in deep reflection over this. Some of you, this could have to do with somebody who's been unfaithful with you in the relationships, being that Three of Cups is down there. It could indicate definitely a third-party affair. And with the Four of Swords underneath, it can indicate illness, anxiety, exhaustion, depression, needing to recuperate and take care of yourself because of the entire situation. Can I have an additional message for Taurus regarding this situation? An additional message for Taurus regarding the situation on hand. So we're going to get an additional message from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart from John Holland's here. There we go. So you got to learn to master your heart. This is master. And to me, it's all about healing your heart. Master your heart. Heal those wounds. You see how it's caged in there? This is as much about healing your own worries, and fears. I call them weirds. That's funny. Okay, so this card is telling me that you've got to spend time mastering your own heart, your own issues, these fears. that are preventing you in terms of love. Because if there's some blockage in love, you've got to look at how are you accountable for that? What's your part in that? And yes, it has to do with love, a love relationship. We have 5 and 1 and 6, so that's lessons, and then we have 6 again, which is lessons. So we have self-lessons and lessons in love. You've got to master love. Master love. Not only loving other people, but more importantly, loving yourself. And whatever your thoughts are about the topic of love, healing whatever wounds you have there that are preventing you from having the kind of love you deserve. Share the love is on the bottom. So, absolutely, for many of you, this is going to be regarding loving yourself, but more importantly, a relationship at hand, okay, is important at this time. So those are your messages for the second half of November. I hope they resonate. Comment below, Taurus. Let me know. What is, have you recently had an argument with a loved one? With a special somebody? Or is this your higher self? Lessons you've got to learn and for forward movement? Would love to know what your thoughts are. And how this resonates with you. Comment below. And if you like the reading, if it did resonate, do like and subscribe to my channel. Love to have you a part of my insight family. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Until next time, do take care. Love and light always. Namaste.